Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of March 21st, 2023. Guys, we are almost done with March. But again, we do not sleep till May, I believe, so we still have some sleepless nights to go forward.
That's right.
I posted last night when I couldn't sleep. I did post from like the basketball account at like 3 in the morning. The March, you wouldn't sleep in March meme, and it was we do have insomnia.
Oh, let me go ahead. Oh God. Okay, I didn't even see that. It's amazing.
It was like 3 in the morning because I couldn't sleep, and someone, I still got interactions at 3 in the morning because our followers are psychotic and also insomniatic sometimes too. It's wonderful.
Just like us.
My name is Jordan. I'm the VP of lots of things right now. Right now, I'm feeling most about the VP of the Owls because, guys, I have some great stories for you today about the 1949 Rice Owls. Everyone get real fucking excited about this.
I am hyped.
You should be. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't have.
You can hear it in my voice.
It doesn't have the same magic as the 76 Rutgers thing. Also with me tonight, I got Commish, I got Beth, and I got PittGirl. Commish, how's your week going?
My kid talked me into being his soccer coach.
Congratulations on getting bullied by a 5-year-old.
Well, again, it was either he wouldn't play because he's not going to get to play soccer if nobody would coach him. So it's either like I do it or he doesn't get to play soccer at all. And letting the kiddo down is kind of rough. So I'm going to be a youth soccer coach of a 5 to 6 year old co-ed soccer team. It is about, I think we got 10 kiddos on the roster. We start on Friday the 31st. So it's a Friday league for kids? Friday night for kids?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so I need a straw poll from everybody else. Is the commish going to be go nuts and take it way too seriously, youth soccer coach? Or is he going to be, I don't know, man, whatever, youth soccer coach?
Oh, it's going to fluctuate. What I am excited though, guys, is that for every Sunday from here on out, we are going to do a media questions for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sicko soccer update.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Sicko soccer update.
Commish. This is Jordan from the Sickos Times. I'd like to talk with you about the formation you used today. It just felt like the team wasn't, locking in. Do you see that going forward? Are you going to rely on the same players?
I don't, honestly, we tried to run a 4-4-2 formation, but we only had like 5 kids, so it didn't work out.
Many of your critics are saying that you are quote unquote hot garbage. How do you respond to those critics?
Well, if again, trust the process. I promise you we'll get the results at the end of the season, even though it's like 6 games long. But I promise you, Team Turbo will definitely, that's the name of the team. It's I think we're called Turbo Power, so I'm automatically thinking of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jingle All the Way, Turbo Man. So that is
okay. When you say Turbo Power, that is not the reference I'm thinking of.
Okay. What is the one you're thinking of?
I'm thinking of Power Rangers Turbo.
Go! Power Rangers Turbo, go!
Oh God.
Oh,
the bad season.
I did not watch much Power Rangers, so
that's the one where they had the Blue Ranger was a little kid that when he transformed, he turned into a big kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great because of the ages we have on this podcast. Commish, no idea. PittGirl, no idea. Beth and I are going like, we vaguely remember this. There was a movie.
There sure was.
There was a movie.
I saw that movie in theaters twice.
I did too. And it was the bad movie.
It really was.
The first one was way more entertaining, and that one involved literally the finishing move was kicking the villain in the nuts.
Yep.
I love it.
Into space, if I recall.
Yes, while in space, it was a special button. She lifted the button and smacked it, and the emergency button was like to knee him in the nut. That was great. God, Beth, how are you?
Swell. This is the most prepared I have ever been for this podcast, and I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
Oh.
By the way, Beth,
y'all know it's going to be a good one when our show notes document is like a quarter of a page.
By the way, Beth, I decided the other day when I was re-listening, I realized I've harangued you into doing part of your recital on here, and I'm
Yes.
actually going to make you a deal. I will pull out my bassoon for the first time in 3 years, and I will play actually the piece that you gave me.
Oh wow.
I'll play part of
Okay.
it. Okay. So
You
that's
know
my
what?
my deal.
Perfect. Absolutely.
I can't wait for all the honks. We're gonna get so many good honks.
So many. Well, Beth will do good honks. I will do honks.
You know the piece I'm gonna do. How good are these honks going to be?
They won't know. I'll know. They won't know. It's guys. It's so honk. Her
All
piece
honks
is
are good
her
honks.
piece
Oh, yeah.
is so honk.
Yep.
It is the most aggressively French saxophone piece. It's so aggressively French.
Yep.
Hey girl, how are you doing?
I'm good. I am also the most prepared I have ever been or will ever be for this podcast.
That's true. Literal months of preparation have gone into this podcast. I hope you're all happy.
Technically,
God.
technically literal months. Yes.
Before we go into it, I would like to talk about my two favorite people, Jimbo Fisher and Bobby Petrino. Role models for me, and I'll let you guys decide what that means.
Sure.
I mean, I would think Bobby Petrino would be a role model on how not to ride a motorcycle, right?
This says something about your relationship with pleats. I'm not sure what it is, but it says something about it.
Jimbo is a role model for me about getting the cash and then absolutely just being like, I've got the cash. I don't need to do any more of this. The story is that Jimbo was asked who would make the offensive play calling after hiring Bobby Petrino. Jimbo goes, we'll go through that as we go. Plan on him making calls. Plan on him calling plays. I have no problem with that at all.
Now, there's a video of this that I haven't watched, so I need to analyze. Let's like really like Zapruder film this and like analyze some tone here.
And what about who makes the play calls? That'd be him or you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go through that as we go.
Go back to the back. To
Plan
the
on him
right,
making calls. Plan on him calling plays. I have no problem with that at all.
right side, back.
And what about who makes the play calls? That'd be him or you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go through that as we go.
Go back to the back. To
Plan
the
on him
right,
making calls. Plan on him calling plays. I have no problem with that at all.
right side.
And what about who makes
Yeah.
the play calls?
There it is.
Back and to the left.
Right? This actually is. You said Zapruder film, but actually
Mm-hmm.
back into the left.
And to the left. I don't know. Like people were making like a huge deal out of this. And I just like really saw the quote and I saw that there was a video, but I hadn't watched the video yet and I want to do that live with everybody. Is this anything or is it just
To me, this is a non-answer answer in the same
Okay.
vein of a non-denial denial. And it going viral is just an indicator that it is in fact March and there is nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
okay? That's what I again, like I didn't really think there's anything there. Like in the quote, I'm like, okay. I mean, it's like the spring game's coming up soon, right?
I don't
Ish.
know. I don't know.
I think like
We should know that. I don't know.
Does Jimbo know?
okay. Let's see. Texas A&M spring game. Here we go.
Like, I think Pitt is on its like 4th spring practice and the spring game is like April 10th. So
Okay,
it's coming soonish, probably.
April 15th is A&M's spring game. So
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna give too much grief on Jimbo here, even though I know Katie, our Florida State fan, not a big fan of Jimbo. She'll probably say like this was ridiculous. So
I just feel like of two minds here. Yes, you don't hire Bobby Petrino to not have him be like the offensive person that he is. Like if you get him because you think that like he's got the magic, right? But you also don't hire Bobby Petrino and not put a fucking ankle bracelet on him at all times. So giving him room to run the offense, but also not. I don't like Jimbo. Never came across to me as a very top-down leader. Let's put it that way. He's not a micromanager. It doesn't feel like he's not a Nick Saban. But I feel like if you hire, Man, I again, not to put this in like terms that only I understand, but I've definitely known plenty of high school band directors who were kind of laissez-faire guys who hired that person and were like, "Oh,
Mhm.
he's gonna be like our visual person. He's gonna take care of the marching stuff." And that person ends up being their undoing entirely because either they do very well and like manage to get the kids on their side and oust the head, or like this just feels when you have a snake in the grass like Bobby Petrino in your program, I feel like you gotta just have him tagged at all times.
I mean, I think the thing with Jimbo Fisher is not actually that he's like a laissez-faire CEO type, but that he is even more of a dictator than Nick Saban in the sense that he doesn't delegate anything. He doesn't trust anyone to delegate anything to. That's why he was calling his own plays.
So
So,
this is him trying to.
right. And I do not 100%, I do not believe the non-answer answer is the long and the short of it.
We have several friends that are A&M fans, and we're already sort of like very much on the edge of like what they felt about A&M because of fucking DJ Durkin and all that bullshit they got there. And then you add Bobby Petrino to the mix, and all of a sudden, it's just a lot of it's like some of our Auburn fan friends who are like, I cannot, I don't know that I can do this.
Yeah, I would like very much to not do this. Thank you.
Whereas the worst I have to worry about is Buddy Stevens at Dartmouth got into a bicycle accident. So everyone's just like sending positive vibes to Buddy Stevens, send him a message, make him feel happy. So I did that from the Sickos Committee, by the way, guys.
Hey, that's fine.
Get better, buddy.
I mean, get better, buddy. I mean, we're Dartmouth Hive, you know.
It's the stupidest thing. We're the Dartmouth ULM Pitt Teal College Hive that we are. and then like our one Big Ten member who represents Michigan, Ohio State, and UCLA.
Yeah, we have.
Have we asked him if he's a Yankees fan? Because
He's a Mets fan. Noted Mets fan.
He's a Mets
Noted
fan.
Mets fan.
He's a Mets
Okay.
fan.
Love the Mets.
Love the Mets.
The Mets, baby. Watching them put Mario Kart 64 on the Mets screen. Did you see that? At the big Mets screen, they ran Mario Kart 64, and the polygons were, of course, trying to kill you. It was great. I want the other college football thing that came across today was the Dukes Mayo Classic is not the opener game. It's usually week 1 or week 2. It's in Charlotte, and it's by the same people that do the Dukes Mayo Bowl, the Charlotte Sports Consortium, whatever they are. They've been pretty good about like the games there for their opening weekend or second weekend games. And originally this game in 2024 had been Tennessee, Oklahoma. When Oklahoma got subsumed into the SEC, they needed an alternate. And oh Lord, did they get an alternate, because week 2 of 2024 in Charlotte, we get Tennessee and North Carolina State. Fucking yes.
Mhm.
Dear God, yes.
I'm just imagining fans throwing fistfuls of mayonnaise at each other.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, NC State was just in the Mayo Bowl
Yes.
against,
They
and their
have
coach,
credentials.
Their coach hates Mayo. Like that was a graphic. Hates Mayo. So we'll see if he's still the coach in 2024. I'm not putting any, he may move on to a better job, or who knows what NC State does. I don't know how NC State thinks that's their NC State. I mean, really, it should be a fun thing. I think they did some HBCU stuff last year with their opening game, which was awesome.
They have a second game, I think.
Yeah.
Separate than this one too.
Yeah.
It's like they have an HBCU kickoff game, which is also great.
It was fun. Like they had the Georgia Clemson game a few years ago, which was awesome. A lot of Mayo there, and you came up with some weird concoction.
Okay,
today.
So let's talk about that real fast, because again, I had woken up after I woke up just long enough to send all my students here's your assignments for today. I'm not going to be in today thing. I went back to sleep. I woke up and the first thing I see is Nicole Auerbach and Chris Vanini going, "Oh, this game got changed." And in my mind, all I could think of was moonshine and mayo. And so I was like, okay, well, Old Smoky moonshine has all the flavors. They have apple pie. They've got all this stuff. But what if we had moonshine mayo? And then I was on my phone and I started putting old smoky moonshine logos on like Duke's Mayo shit.
I hate this so much.
But then
So
people,
much.
because people were like, wait, is this moonshine that tastes like mayo, or is it mayo that has moonshine like folded into it? And
Oh, God.
I don't know if I like the idea of a sandwich that you have to sleep off, or moonshine that's like viscous,
That's like, you've described the worst cement mixer.
right? And then Jay Arnold was like, I was like, yeah, a mayo shine shoey is going to be a real rough one, my friend.
Oh.
Oh, that's so gross on so many levels.
God, no, why?
Then I also tagged Old Smoky and Duke's Mayo and the Duke's Mayo Bowl being like, we need to get all together. I'm willing to make this Zoom call happen, folks. We got 2 years to make this work. Let's all get together and come up with a product.
God.
I should have shame for shit like this. I just don't. I have shame for things that I did 20 years ago that I can very clearly remember that make me feel like I still wake up in the middle of the night, panicked because I was awkward, at band camp when I was 16. But I'm also here being like, nah, fuck it. Moonshine mayo, no shame, bitches.
I haven't actually said this, but I've been thinking it the whole time. The only good thing about this entire prospect is that the combo name is good. Mayoshine is good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else about this is incredibly cursed, but like, Mayoshine.
I mean, you could probably put that in a daiquiri. Just mix it up. Like throw a bunch of maybe like a mayo shine hurricane.
I guess it's...
I mean,
oh God.
I got my
Just
passion
blend it
fruit.
together.
Got my passion fruit syrup.
Jordan,
Two tablespoons of Duke's Mayo.
Jordan, ask
Oh,
your
God.
bartender friend if you could theoretically fat wash vodka or gin with mayonnaise.
Okay,
You
so
could.
when one of the cocktails we had while we were in North Carolina, we went to an apothecary in Asheville, and she did have a duck fat washed vodka that was very good.
Mhm.
And you absolutely, I feel like you absolutely could. I feel like you absolutely could.
Oh
God.
yeah.
Googling.
Where there's a will.
I'm going to
where there's a
regret
will, there's a
Googling
way.
this.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be on a list, different lists than you're already on.
Make sure you do that in incognito mode.
Get your VPN.
Get the VPN.
Oh
Fire it up
God.
for Micronesia.
NPR,
Yeah.
June 7th, 2010. We drink the gin greasy, that mayo and gin cocktail. People have done this.
I knew it, man. It
Oh,
felt like it
God.
has been done before.
The gin greasy.
A whole mayo
What if-
teeny is a sentence that's in here.
Oh,
Who's got Hendrix?
Yeah, it's
love
what if
Hendrix.
what if a tuna salad sandwich except like a pine tree? Why?
this is a waste of perfectly decent gin.
And perfectly decent mayo. I'm excited for this game because this, like, culturally, Tennessee, North Carolina State, that's a good culture fit.
Yeah, this is right.
Yes.
Like that, it's a great culture fit. It is a game where I fully expect Tennessee to win. Well, it depends on what who looks like in 2 years. But I expect Tennessee to win, but I expect North Carolina to drag them down to their level.
Yeah.
Like
Dave
North
Burns,
Carolina-
NC State has been very good at that.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
That's what you want. You want North Carolina State, you're locked in here with me. That is the North Carolina State way to play these games.
Checking Winsipedia. NC State and Tennessee have only played 3 times.
Who leads?
Tennessee. They played once in 1911. They played once in 1939, and they played in 2012.
Pod dog.
This is Julep.
Hi, Julep.
Julep.
Hello.
What you cannot see, listener, is the amount of kisses, which is a lot.
Oh, she goes straight for the lips. I have to do the rolled lip in because the feeling of dog lips on my actual outside lips weirds me out. But if I roll my lips in,
Your best bassoon embouchure go.
yeah, exactly right. Like that's fine. Okay, 1 sec.
Uh-oh.
Look
Is
at
he
me.
kicking the dog out?
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Okay.
Katie, no.
Honestly, now I'm looking at this gin greasy cocktail and I'm thinking I'm
Oh.
going to try it.
You and Katie in the Discord both. Don't do this.
Oh no,
Don't do
no.
this.
You only get this one human body. It's the only one.
Beth, you're saying the emphasis wrong there in that sentence. I only get this one human body. It's my only one.
No.
I've read the article at the bottom of it. It says gin and mayonnaise don't combine well, probably because God doesn't want them to.
that's ever stopped me before.
This is true.
No gods, no kings,
So-
only mayo.
So rather than a single disgusting sensation, the gin and mayonnaise battled for the title of flavored I most regret having in my mouth. I had hoped even the small quantity of alcohol would provide enough impaired judgment to make the experience tolerable, but no. There's a reason people don't drink this. This is the moment where I should tell you, avoid the gin greasy, but that pretty much goes without saying.
I mean, you were talking to someone who drank that Lafroig drink,
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
and I would not touch this.
Well, I mean, first of all, you're allergic to mayo.
This is true.
Yeah, so you don't have Tubby with the EpiPen.
Listener, the Lafroig drink was Lafroig, another blended scotch, tawny port, truffle honey, fig jam, lemon, club soda, and mole bitters.
It sounded like an awful lot.
It
yeah.
was wonderful.
It sounds
so
like
much
a lot,
smoke.
but I'd try it.
So much smoke.
Oh, there was a lot of smoke.
Like
Yes.
that sounds like someone lighting a bonfire in my mouth.
And the glass was rimmed in potpourri.
Of course it fucking was. Of course it fucking was. I do
It
just
reminded me of so there used to be a very, very good but bad restaurant in the busted part of Pennsylvania way nearby
Yes.
called the Rustic Isle. It had carpets on the wall, and it was what 1940s ashtrays wanted to grow up to be. This drink tasted like that. It was very nostalgic for me.
so we have a game tonight, guys.
We do.
We have a
Do
game.
we ever?
Tonight we have 2 Pennsylvanians and we have 2 non-Pennsylvanians. And they've come up with 2 games for us. We're going to do the first one tonight. Tonight is our 2 truths and a lie, correct?
Yes. Well, 2-ish
Yep.
truths and a lie.
2-ish. Okay.
Because Beth and I are not great at editing.
That's fine. So
Uh,
explain what we're doing here.
So this sort of grew out of the Pennsylvania place name pronunciation challenge, which we will take on at a later date. In that, Beth and I had the realization that Pennsylvania also has many, 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 many strange town names, and some more normal ones too. And that it might be kind of fun to give you a list of towns, most of which are in Pennsylvania, some of which are not, and have you guys try to guess which ones are which. So, Beth, if you would like to do the honors.
Sure. Let's begin in the numbers category.
Okay.
Your 3 options, one of which is not a Pennsylvania town, are 100, 84, and 40 Fort. Again, that is 100, 84, and 40 Fort.
Okay. I know one of them is. I've heard of one of them.
Okay.
I'm going to say 84 is not.
Okay.
Okay.
Jordan, what do we have?
I'm going to say 100 is not.
Jordan is correct. 100 is a town in West Virginia.
Okay.
Ah,
Both 40 Fort and 84 are Pennsylvania towns.
44 I knew. Some like that one I've heard before.
40
That sounded
Fort
familiar.
got minor Twitter notoriety because John Fetterman spent a while making fun of a guy who committed voter fraud by voting for his dead mother, who lived in 40 Fort.
Okay.
And 84 has been a bit on the Shutdown full cast before.
Give me 1 second. Let me open up a program to keep score, just so we have a score.
Well, while you do that, I will give you a choice of category. Would you like countries or would you like U.S. states?
Commish, what would you like?
let's go with countries.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 sec to share this. Share screen.
We need some theme music for name. Is this town in Pennsylvania real or not?
It's just going to be the Pennsylvania polka.
Strike up the music, the band has begun. Pennsylvania polka.
Just
Okay, sure. Do it. Can we just get Punxsutawney dancing on the YouTube video that we'll do for this?
perfect.
Get up, stand up. Something I can't remember what it is.
All right.
Mesh.
Oh, this is beautiful, Jordan.
Jordan.
There we go. Live scoreboard.
All righty. All
I'm
right.
gonna lose so bad. This is gonna be great.
So in the categories of countries, we have 5 options for you. One of them is not in Pennsylvania.
5.
5. We have Mexico, Canada, Germany, Lebanon, and Egypt.
A lot of dead air here. I love this.
Hey, it's okay. I edit this shit. It's fine.
Yeah, edit this shit because
We have
that's
27 of these. This is going to be our longest podcast.
Oh.
As you can tell last time when PittGirl was like, "Hey, I need to look this up," I was like, "Oh no, I'll edit this out," and I just didn't edit most of it out.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna-
edited a fair amount of it out, actually.
I'm gonna
I'm-
go.
Go for it.
Oh, you go ahead first this time, I guess.
I'm gonna go Egypt.
I'm going Canada.
Congratulations, Commish. You are correct. There is no Canada
All right.
today.
Oh, Canada,
Keep going.
All right.
our home and native land,
Okay, keep going.
true patriot. No, I don't know more.
Okay, so your next choice of categories is United States presidents and Texas.
Oh, I'm picking Texas.
All right, Texas, Dallas, Houston, Austin, or Galveston.
Okay, are you pronouncing those correctly?
Yes.
For Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Yes,
Repeat them, please.
Dallas, Houston, Austin, and Galveston.
I'm guessing Galveston.
Commish?
I'm gonna say Houston.
It is Galveston.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Jordan takes the lead.
Ugh. Takes
I
it
was
right back.
the reason I asked is because like if it had been Houston, I might have like been tipped off because that's one of those like weird ones that always fucks me up.
Mm.
We did a
Okay.
pretty good job. This doesn't spoil anything. We did do a pretty good job of picking town names that don't have like super Pennsylvanian pronunciations because we wanted to save those for the other game.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I will give you as categories dangerous places and springs.
Let's go dangerous places.
Okay. For dangerous places, we have burning well, accident, burnt cabins, and hazard.
These are all really good. I
Oh, my-
assume they're also all. I assume this is like Centralia, where it's like all of these are actually, on fire
Yes.
or whatever you said. They're actually that's the problem.
I don't know, man. I gotta go with burnt cabins. I can't. If it is, I'm just gonna laugh so much. But that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with burning well.
You are both wrong. Accident is in Maryland.
Oh,
Uh,
Burnt Cabins
Okay.
actually has a sign on the turnpike. It's in Huntington
Ugh.
County.
Yep. Right by me.
ugh.
It's such a delight. All right. So we have the aristocracy and Mills.
and Mills. Hey, Mills or MILFs?
Mills. Mills.
Okay,
Not the ones in your area, Jordan.
because one of those I'm gonna be way better at. Paper and plastic. I'm better at that. I don't know what you fuckers thought I was gonna talk about.
All right. So we have the aristocracy or Mills. What's it to be, gentlemen?
I want Mills, please.
Okay.
Let's do the Mills, I guess. Maybe I can
You
get
have-
another one right. Maybe.
Millvale, Millville, and Mill Basin. Millvale, Millville, and Mill Basin.
Millvale is the wrong one.
I'm gonna say Millville.
It is Mill Basin.
Oh,
We
no!
both got it wrong.
Damn.
Ugh.
All right. So that is 2 points for me and Beth.
Yeah,
All
hold
right.
up. Let's.
Yins.
Yes.
Yeah, oh,
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
Yins.
Yes, yesins.
Yesins.
I like how we get Arabic numerals. This is perfect.
Oh wait, no, that doesn't work either.
Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to make a tiny rule change because this is Beth's in my game. Because
Mhm.
we got the point, I'm just going to pick for you in
Go
terms
for
it.
of category.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
got it.
And I am going to choose businesses,
Okay.
industry, emporium, headquarters.
Oh,
Industry, Pennsylvania. Emporium, Pennsylvania.
like I know
Okay.
one is. Now I'm torn between the two. It's a coin flip.
Ding!
All right, it's tails. It's headquarters.
It's Emporium.
Emporium is the county seat of Cameron County, which is the least
No.
populous county in Pennsylvania. However, a point to Commish.
Hey.
Headquarters is in Idaho.
Yes. All right. I knew industry.
Yeah, that one I
That was the
vaguely
one I
heard
knew.
of. Yeah.
I was like, that sounds familiar to me.
Okay.
We're all tied at 2s.
Your choices are Knobs and the Holy Land.
Uh, uh, let's go with Knobs. I'm not going
Okay.
to the Holy Land, apparently, after that one.
Your choices are Gobbler's Knob, Round Knob, and Knob.
I'm going to say Round Knob is not real.
I'm actually going to join him on that one and say it's Round Knob is not real.
Both Knob and Round Knob are real. Gobbler's Knob, which is where Punxsutawney Phil is removed, is not a town. It's just
Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, okay,
there we
whoa,
go.
whoa, this is
Oh, man.
no, this is this is some bullshit right here. This is some
travesty.
Pennsylvania
Like,
bullshit right
we
here.
they hit us with the Futurama meme.
Yes.
They did it. It's like, they're correct, but technically
The best kind of
correct.
correct.
The best kind of correct. Yes,
That's right.
What's it actually called?
it's Punxsutawney is the name of the
Punxsutawney
town.
is the town.
But
Then
like
what is
Gobbler's,
what is Gobbler's
Gobbler's
Knob
Knob.
then?
that's where they go to do the
Yeah, it's just a
event
little
with-
hill.
It's like a hill. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a park. It's not.
it was
It's
a
not
trick
a
question.
town in the way that like most of in the interest of full disclosure and for the fellow Pennsylvanians who I know are listening to this, a lot of these places are not technically municipalities. They're census designated places, but they are towns in which people live, which Gobbler's Knob is not because it is a park.
Right.
Except Punxsutawney Phil lives there forever,
Yes,
along
But-
with his wife, who does not live there forever because she's replaced.
correct.
'Cause
But
she is- 'cause
he's
she's
an
not allowed
immortal
to have the elixir.
groundhog, who
Yes.
may or may not be considered a person, just depending on your opinions about like animal personhood. And that's not that's not the topic of this podcast.
By the way, this is why Punxsutawney Phil is my favorite Highlander spinoff.
Just Sean Connery lining up with a fucking sword.
They can only be one Punxsutawney. He is immortal, by the way.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Well, fuck it. You all get to pick the next. You guys get to pick the next category.
okay. So I am going to pick ancient Greece. And the options are Athens, Troy, Ithaca, and Apollo.
I'm gonna say Ithaca.
Jordan?
Let me say Troy.
Troy is in Pennsylvania, Ithaca is in New York. Congratulations,
That's-
Commish.
There
Okay.
had to have been a fucking Ithaca, Pennsylvania. There's an
We
Ithaca
looked.
everywhere. God.
Ithaca was like that stupid town in that movie Road Trip, wasn't it? It's like a college there too. Is that like Cornell? Not Cornell.
Ithaca
Yeah, that
College
is-
is
It
in
is
New
Cornell.
York.
Okay, it is Cornell.
Correct.
And
Ithaca
Ithaca-
College is
Ithaca
in
College.
Ithaca.
In Ithaca College, yeah. All right, yeah. The stupid Tom Green movie, but yes, along with other things.
Far above Cayuga's waters, there's an awful smell. Some say it's
Wait, what
Cayuga's
did
waters.
you say? What did you
Far-
say? Cayuga?
Yeah, Cayuga. That's the river in
Okay.
Ithaca. Far above Cayuga's waters, there's an awful smell.
I must have
Some
got that
say it's
confused with
Cayuga's
Cuyahoga.
waters. We say it's Cornell.
I got that confused with Cuyahoga. I
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah,
Yeah, that's in
very
Ohio.
different.
All right. So I was like, hold on. Cayuga and Cuyahoga.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
your choice this time is birds or colors.
Let's go colors.
This is some fucking like kids Jeopardy categories.
It is.
Celebrity Jeopardy categories.
Are
Right.
you? You might be smarter than a fifth grader.
So we've got Greenville
Okay.
or Orangeburg,
Ooh.
Browntown, Whitehall,
White-
Blacklick, and Red Run.
I'm sorry,
That's a lot of-
Black what?
Blacklick.
Blacklick.
Yes. So
My
again,
God.
that is Greenville, Orangeburg, Browntown, Whitehall, Blacklick, and Red Run.
Oh man. I mean, see, like this is like you get some questions. There's like 3, and then some. This one has 6.
I love these. This is good.
It's just like
There's
it's
so
like
many more. Like
slanted.
edited.
Okay. I know there's a lot of burgs in the state, but I don't believe Orangeburg is one of them. So I'm going with
Okay.
Orangeburg.
See, Orangeburg felt right. I'm gonna go with what was it? Redburg? No, what was it?
Red
what?
Run.
I'm gonna go with Red Run.
It is Orangeburg. That is in New York.
Oh my god!
The commish.
I think what happened there. I think what happened there was I crossed something because I was like, oh, Pennsylvania Dutch or orange.
Aha.
Wrong Dutch.
Yeah, wrong Dutch.
Yeah.
That's
Not
Pennsylvania
not that
Deutsch.
Yes.
Mm.
Although if you put all the German colors together, you do get kind of a dingy orange flag.
Eh. So your choices, Commish, are space or ports.
Ports is in like the drink, or ports is in like.
Okay, let's
Up for
no like
interpretation.
like Shreveport, like
Okay.
Shreveport,
Shreveport.
Yes.
Shreveport, Shreveport,
Sure.
Shreveport. So let's go with that in honor of Shreveport. Let's go with ports.
Okay. I guess I should have said oceanfront property, actually.
There we go. Okay.
Oh,
But regardless, your options are Jersey Shore, Port Royal, Port Deposit, and Port Jervis.
I think Port Jervis is fake.
so a Jersey Shore, PA. I don't know about that. What is what was the one before Port Ricky Gervais?
Port Royal.
Port Royal.
Port Royal, and then the other one was Port. Just do them again. I'm sorry.
Yes, and actually, I have a correction to make because I
Oh.
messed up. 2 of these are fake.
Oh, what? Okay.
You get a 50-50 shot, gentlemen.
You do.
Oh wait, yeah, hold up, yeah, whoa.
Error in the
Right.
user's favor.
Oh.
The answers are, again, Port Deposit, Jersey Shore, Port Royal, and Port Jervis.
I'm still going Port Jervis.
Okay. I feel like that Jersey Shore is just taunting me and just like mocking me to pick it. And like if I don't pick it, I'm gonna be mad. If I pick it, I'm gonna be mad. Unless I get it right. So I'm going Port Deposit.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You both get a point.
Yeah.
Hey!
Port Deposit is in Maryland. Port Jervis is on the Pennsylvania border, but it's in New York. That's on me. I've driven through it several times. I thought it was on the Maryland side of the border. It is not. Jersey Shore is in Lycoming County, and Port Royal is in Juniata County.
All right, I'm not mad.
Next up.
Your choices are foods and elk.
I'll let Jordan choose this time.
I'm gonna go elk. I'm gonna go
Elk.
elk.
Okay.
Okay. Your choices for elk are Elkins Park, Elkland, and Elkton.
I was expecting more, but when there was only 3, it just made me laugh.
Elkins
Ugh.
Park, Elkland, and
Elkton.
Elkton.
I can feel Elkton in my blood here. Elkton, PA. It feels real. Feels real to me.
I think Elkland is fake.
Honestly, I think that's the one that's fake, but I'm gonna go with Elkin Park.
Elkton is in Maryland.
Oh,
Womp, womp,
is it right on the
womp.
border?
I think it's in Western Maryland.
Okay,
I have to check.
it felt right to me, like Elkton.
I want to say it's in the
PA.
greater Baltimore area.
Oh,
That would.
that definitely doesn't feel PA to me.
You are correct. It is in the greater. It's right on the Delaware border.
Okay,
Like,
Delaware
it's
isn't real.
just over the border from.
that's
New
right.
York.
Delaware is
Somebody said
rightful
Delaware isn't
Pennsylvania
real.
land. All right. Well, nobody got a point, and that means I get to pick. So
Mhm.
I am picking space, and your
Okay.
options are Saturn, Mars, and Moon.
Ugh,
It's Moon.
Moon has a weird, like, there's weird city names in PA. Moon feels like it's like Moon Township or some crap like that. Mars, PA. It'd be weird with like Hershey, PA, and then Eminem and Mars in the same state. And then the other one is Saturn.
Mhm.
Saturn, PA doesn't really feel place, but yeah, let's go with Saturn.
Jordan,
Moon.
Oh, he did
Yeah,
Moon.
Moon. Congratulations, Commish. You get another point.
All right.
No.
For knowing that Moon was a township, that was
Yes. Yeah.
that was inspired.
I think I've
Oh,
mentioned Moon Township on the
man.
pod before.
Okay.
Robert Morris is in Moon Township, and Mars
Oh,
is
that's-
right
that's-
by Moon Township, and their high school
Okay.
mascot is the Planets.
Bobby Moe. That's the only reason, probably, why it sounded familiar to me.
Oh, this is good, man. I'm getting my ass kicked here.
Long
Let's see
way
if
to
we can-
go.
Let's see if we can turn that around for you.
Oh
Okay.
god.
We have simple nouns and names.
Wait, do I get to choose?
Yeah, you pick. You pick.
Yep.
Let's do names.
Okay. Your choices for Pennsylvania town are Von Bismarck, Glenn Campbell, and Jim Thorpe.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay. Bismarck, Glenn Campbell, Jim Thorpe.
Yep.
Like oh my god.
I'm gonna guess Glenn Campbell.
Okay. In honor of like allowing you the chance to catch up, I'll pick something different.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. If
No,
you think it's
no,
right,
no.
go for it.
Yeah, like you guys can double down. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
If you think you've got it, go for it.
Yeah, I was, I don't feel like a rhinestone cowboy has a town in Pennsylvania. So Glenn Campbell is my answer also.
The correct answer on this is von Bismarck, which is something that I just made up. Not only does Jim Thorpe have a town in Pennsylvania, he's buried there, y'all.
Mhm.
Okay, I had a feeling about that.
For creepy, awful reasons.
Yes.
Like, I'll spare you, but Google it.
Yeah, Jim Thorpe,
what-
or as I prefer to refer to it, Mauchunk, which is its
Mauchunk.
historical name.
Von Bismarck again. The Pennsylvania Deutsch thing. I was like, oh, of course they were like, oh, they came over. They're like, oh yeah, von Bismarck, that guy.
No.
Yeah, no, Glenn Campbell, PA is real.
Jesus Christ.
Borough in Indiana County, population 254.
Yep,
Like a
I drive by it
rhinestone
every day.
boy. Bum, bum.
Okay, so I did not know, by the way, that Bismarck, North Dakota is named for Otto von Bismarck.
I mean, who else would it be named for?
I knew that, but like
I
we're
did
in
not know
Pennsylvania
that.
here. We're not North Dakota, sir. We're in Pennsylvania.
There also is a Bismarck, West Virginia, named for Otto von Bismarck.
Mhm.
Yeah, we really like some Otto von Bismarck.
Yeah, let's talk about how these things didn't get renamed in like the last 120 years.
All right. We got you guys on that one, correct?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
In that case, you guys are going to get. We'll do springs.
Okay.
Your options are Roaring Spring, Silver Spring, and Falling Spring.
I'm gonna say Silver Spring.
It's Silver Spring.
Correct. Silver Springs in Maryland.
Yep.
I'm just glad y'all didn't hit me with Seven Springs.
That's a ski resort.
I know, and that's the only time I've ever been skiing was at Seven Springs, and I was not good. I was very bad. I could turn left, but I could not turn right.
Hey, Commish, we'll put a
Yeah.
pin. We'll put a pin in this for future Sickos Committee family and adjacent folks trips. All four of us plus some extras. We should all go to Colorado at some point, get a cabin, and fuck around on some slopes for a bit.
Oh god. Okay. Oh Jesus. Well, I mean, let's go to like Wyoming, Colorado State, and then after we go skiing.
Yeah,
Do it.
actually. We can relive the first Wyoming Colorado State game. I'll see if I can get fucked up on the field.
A
Get run out of town.
reenactment of the 1899 Wyoming Colorado State game. You mean the Colorado agricultural Aggies at the time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Okay, your choices are bees and potpourri.
I
I'm
believe
gonna,
you get to choose,
Oh,
right? Because we got it wrong, right?
I'm going to because I need this.
Okay.
Bees.
Bees. All right. Your choices are Honey Hole, Honey Creek,
Oh god.
Honey Pot, Honey Brook, and Honey Grove.
Good lord. And only one is fake?
Only one is fake.
Oh my god, y'all love some honey up in Pennsylvania. Oh my god.
Again, that's Honey Hole, Honey
Hole.
Creek, Honey Pot, Honey Brook, and Honey Grove.
Honey pot is fake.
Oh man. It's like the obvious one is the first one, like Honey Hole. Like you're like, there's no way.
Obviously,
Pennsylvania
I
would
don't
do this.
fucking buy that for a minute.
Like you're like, come on, Pennsylvania. There's no way that you've called the town Honey Hole. But like you're like, it's
No,
Pennsylvania.
fucking Pooh Bear lives there.
They
Okay.
probably no, that's probably Honey Pot, Pennsylvania. But I don't. God, what was the last one? It was like Honey what?
Honey Grove.
Honey Grove. I'm going with Honey Grove. Honey Grove.
Jordan.
He did honey something, right?
Oh yeah, I went with honey pot.
Honey Pot. Okay. Yeah, no love, I guess, for Honey Creek, Iowa.
Oh no!
Oh, I have a narrow lead over Yins. 7-6
Bringing
to
up the
Yins.
rear.
And Jordan's bringing up the rear with 4 right now.
Oh, that means I get to pick.
Yeah,
that's
it sure
right.
does.
We are going
Uh-oh.
to stay somewhat related to the current theme and go with innuendo.
Okay.
Oh God.
Your options are intercourse, paradise, and hooker.
Ooh. It's one of 2.
Yeah.
Again, for the listener, your options are intercourse, paradise, and hooker.
Paradise is fake.
Commish?
I'm gonna say hooker is fake.
Actually, I did not do my due diligence. All of
Oh,
these
no.
are real.
You guys, the number of times when we thought we had a good, like, wrong clue, and then we looked and we're like, damn it, Pennsylvania named a town after that, too.
Everyone gets a point. Everyone gets a point for that.
Everybody gets a point there. Everybody gets a point. We're all getting points.
The intention was for hooker to be the fake one, but there is a hooker in Butler County.
Can I get like a half point for like, getting
God.
the intended fake?
Oh, so good.
No fucking half points here.
No, I know. I'm trying.
All right.
Oh.
Y'all, this is so fucking good. Thank you.
How many
I love
questions we
this.
got left?
We have a few left.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
good.
All
This is
right,
good.
all right.
right.
We're good.
Okay, so I think we're to the point now where we have to start repeating the options you guys did.
Okay, the ones that we
go.
didn't choose. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
So let's go with foods and the nobility.
Okay.
I want food. I want foods.
Foods?
Foods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your choices are pancake, sandwich, and noodle doozy. Again, that's
God damn.
pancake.
I want noodlesy to be wrong and right at the same time. So just
God, I hate that. Like, I want that to be a real town, but I don't think it's a real town. But I think it's a real town. Damn
Yep.
it.
Pancake,
It's a
sandwich, or
doozy.
noodle doozy.
It's a doozy.
it's sandwich. Sandwich is fake.
I know there's something called like the Sandwich Lakes, but I think that's in a different state. Or is that the Finger Lakes? I'm confused.
I'm not going to help you. I'm
Oh,
behind.
oh. So noodle doozy is basically throwing me for a doozy. Pancake PA seems believable, but I feel like Flapjack, Pennsylvania would probably be like more believable. Which is probably a real town anyway. Who knows? Thank you, Pennsylvania, for this.
I'm looking now.
Yeah, it's Flapjack PA. Yeah.
As far as I can tell, no.
Okay, all right. Flapjack, not really. Okay, that's a street name around my neighborhood, Flapjack. So I don't know why. Apparently, it was the name of a famous horse. I have no idea. But Flapjack the horse. Let's go. I don't know how I went down this path. Noodle doozy has me all shook up. I feel like sandwich is in New York, so I'm going sandwich also.
You are correct. It is Sandwich, Massachusetts. There are several
Okay.
sandwiches. That was just the one I put down in the sheet.
Several sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Okay.
In the interests of full disclosure, Noodle Doocy is in Lancaster County. It is now known as Napierville because
Okay.
apparently Lancastrians don't quite love fun enough. And there are actually two pancakes. There is a pancake, and then there is a former pancake whose name is now Laboratory. And I could not find a way to get Laboratory, Pennsylvania into this game.
We did try.
I did try.
That's really good.
All right.
Okay.
You guys, this Commonwealth, like we couldn't make this up if we tried.
No, I'm constantly shocked and not shocked at the same time, y'all.
Okay. There are actually two that we have not given you the option to try yet. So I'm going to give you the choice between the two of them.
Okay.
And they are colored items and sweet things.
Sweet things.
All right.
Let me say it like the latest man. Say sweet thing.
Good things.
All
You
right.
want a fifth sandwich?
All right. Your options are Choco Nut, Sugartown, and Hershey.
This better not be some bullshit like, oh, Hershey's not.
Yeah, like, I
Hershey's
mean-
technically an incorporated area.
Well, Hershey is just like a theme park, and they only make chocolate
Okay.
bars there.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
I don't know. They say Christian Pulisic is from Hershey, PA. So I mean, I feel like that's a real town.
I'm gonna
I
go.
feel like that.
I'm gonna go with Choco Nut.
Choco Nut, PA.
That's fake.
That's a candy bar for sure. Let's see here. Can we repeat the options? You can leave Hershey out. I'm not picking Hershey.
Okay, your options are Choco Nut and Sugar
Okay.
Town.
Sugartown, PA. Is that right next to Hooker? No, okay. Hey, all right. Maybe next to Paradise. Jesus Christ, man. Sugartown, PA. Choco Nut. It's not Hershey. They're gonna give me some bullshit. It's Hershey, but I'm just gonna go with Sugartown. I'm going Sugartown.
Congratulations, Commish, you are correct. Sugar Town is in Louisiana.
Oh no!
Sugartown is Louisiana. That's right.
That would have been embarrassing.
I know, but I was like, because we got that cane sugar down in the bayou.
That's right.
My mama said that alligators are ornery because no, I'm sorry.
For the record, Choconut Township is a township in Susquehanna County, population 684. Hershey is a
spell
census
that for us.
designated place. It is part of Derry Township. It is not its own municipality, and it is intentionally not its own municipality. But it is a CDP, so it counts.
Spell Choco Nut for me.
Yeah, I want
It's spelled exactly the way you would think it's spelled.
Okay, Choco. Okay, like Choco Nut. Okay.
Yeah, but one word. Yep.
Choco Nut. Okay.
Definitely.
But in Pennsylvania, it's pronounced like Chocolate.
Oh
Chocolate.
no! I failed to do
Chocolate.
my due diligence again.
Chocolate. Oh no!
Are we about to find out that there's a Sugartown, Pennsylvania?
There is a Sugartown, Pennsylvania. It's an unincorporated area in Chester County.
It's unincorporated. Doesn't count.
It has a Wikipedia page.
No, it absolutely counts.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna erase that then.
Oh, there goes my point.
Oh my gosh, does that mean I actually get to pick?
Sure,
Yes,
let's
go
pick. Why not? There's no rules in this game.
Okay, we're gonna go with United States presidents.
Okay.
Or presidential first names.
Okay.
Your choices are Ulysses, Franklin, Rutherford, Calvin, and Abraham. Again, that is Ulysses, Franklin, Rutherford, Calvin, and Abraham.
So the way that she's saying Rutherford makes me think it's real.
That's the way Rutherford B. Hayes said his name.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, really.
Rutherford?
Okay. I thought he was called Rutherford, but shout out Rutherford B. Hayes, the 19th president of the United States. Yes. Ulysses.
Wait, is he the 19th president of the United States?
That's right. He's right after Ulysses.
How the fuck do you know that?
Just name a number of president. I have that saved in my head. I won fucking presidential trivia in 5th grade, and I went to nationals for this. It's stuck in my head. All right, academic game is weird. We went to.
Some people are just really good at that.
It's stuck in my head.
I believe that the fake one here is Calvin.
Okay.
So not a big fan of Calvin Coolidge.
I'm not.
Nah. Okay.
We're silent on Cal.
He didn't say much. Do the Calvin Coolidge joke, when a reporter was like, "I bet you can say 3 words," and he just goes, "You lose." That was the coolest thing he ever did because he was not that great of a president, evidently.
He really was not.
Now get me started on James K. Polk. I'll sit here for fucking days and talk about James K. Polk.
He was a dark horse candidate.
Yeah. Also shit himself to death after he finished being president.
That's good. Well, at least he didn't choke like Zachary Taylor right after. But again, I don't know. What's the one after Calvin? You said it was Abraham.
Abraham.
I feel like that's a given because he did the Gettysburg. There's going to be an Abraham, PA. So I feel like that's calling me. I'm going Abraham.
It is Abraham. I made that one up.
I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, Beth.
Yeah.
I thought we were fucking friends.
Where is Calvin, PA? Is it next to Lancaster?
It is not. No, I looked on.
Okay.
It is not near Lancaster because if it was, I would have known where it was already. Calvin is in Huntington County.
You could say a county. I still have no idea where that is.
That's fine.
Pennsylvania has 67 counties. You will notice that Huntington County comes up a lot in our games because they have some banger names.
Huntington County is also not very populated and has 40 municipalities for no reason.
Okay.
So that's fun. All right. You guys get the choice between biblical places and Europe.
It's biblical places.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we haven't reached the final countdown yet, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Here we go. Biblical places.
Okay. Your options are, and I will admit that I had to edit this one because I almost failed to do my due diligence again.
Actually, no, that would have been my failure on this one because this one was one of mine.
But your options are Jericho, Babylon, Bethlehem, and Nazareth.
I'm gonna go. Are you ready, Jordan, or no?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going Babylon.
Okay,
What was
Jordan.
the first one?
Jericho, Bethlehem, Nazareth, Babylon. That's probably not the same order I read them in.
That's
Sorry.
fine. That's fine. Jericho.
You're both correct. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're not. Jericho, Beth thought Jericho was not in Pennsylvania. There is one in West Virginia. There's also one in Pennsylvania. Commish, you are correct. Babylon's in New York.
Babylon. Hail to the Babylonians.
Says no one in the last fucking 1,000 years.
Several thousand years.
Several thousand years.
Hail to.
So we have colorful things and
Okay.
we have states.
States.
Go ahead.
Okay. Your choices are Washington, Wyoming, Kentucky, and California.
Now, is it Washington or Washington?
It's not in Pittsburgh.
We will accept either answer.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
There's no way there is a Wyoming, Pennsylvania.
I'm going Kentucky, Pennsylvania. Not real.
Kentucky, Pennsylvania is not real. Not only is there a Wyoming, Pennsylvania, there's a Wyoming County, Pennsylvania.
So, I bet you it has more people than the state of Wyoming.
It has to be.
It possibly, right?
I don't think
I mean,
it does. It's not.
Okay.
Wyoming County
Not that
is in
big?
the Scranton area.
Okay.
But it is not. It does not contain Scranton. Population 26,000, which is unfortunately
Definitely,
not more.
definitely
than
not.
Wyoming.
Not as
Okay,
big as
okay.
Wyoming. No,
Yeah.
no, definitely not.
Okay. All right. Your options are. Someone got. Okay. Sorry. Your options are nouns and birds.
Let's go with birds.
Okay.
Birds. Go birds.
Go
Go
birds.
Go birds.
All right. So your choices are Audubon, bald eagle, falcon, and pigeon.
What was that first one?
It's Audubon. I was just being very bad at spelling.
Like
No,
Audubon.
It's spelled
With Audubon
correctly.
society.
I'm pronouncing it like probably too bougily.
Okay.
I thought you were going Cajun. Like we going down to the Audubon Zoo.
Audubon.
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 Bald eagle is fake.
I hate the Falcons because I'm a Saints fan, so I'm going Falcon is fake.
Congratulations, Commish. You're correct. Falcon is in Minnesota.
Jesus.
Bald Eagle is my nearby neighbor to the north. I believe it is in Center County.
It is in Center County.
I feel like I'm being punked here.
Jesus Christ.
I can't be this wrong all the time. No, I can be this wrong all the time, actually. I've proven this repeatedly on this show.
Trooper.
Sure.
Did you just catch us with due diligence again?
I did.
Oh no.
I've been
Oh my
double
God.
checking because I already
This game
inspected
has
it
been
twice.
so hard to me. All right, so we have potpourri and we have colorful nouns.
Let's go potpourri. I don't know what towns could be. Is potpourri like the Jeopardy category where it's just like random?
These are just 3 words that made me smile.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah, let's go potpourri. Let's do that.
Okay, so you have Passayunk, Manayunk, and Swarthmore.
My God.
Passayunk, Manayunk, and Swarthmore.
Manayunk.
Let's do Passayunk. Passayunk.
It is Passayunk. That's in New Jersey. The other 2 are in Philly, like the Philly area.
I knew Swarthmore.
I feel like I've channeled my inner Pennsylvanian
You
I-
have.
I
Jesus
even-
Christ.
I have inherited from my father.
Our current score is the Commish has 14. PittGirl and I have 7, and Jordan has 6.
It's bad.
Jordan has the Commish is tapped into like a deeply held like sense memory.
I don't
Yeah,
know
what
what's
the
going
fuck
on.
is this?
Like I am the 4th, and I've just like turned into the 3rd. So just like I have turned into my father. My Pennsylvania is.
Wait, that's
it's
right.
coming
No,
out.
that bullshit. That's right. He's actually has Pennsylvania blood in him. This is bullshit.
What?
I have Pennsylvania blood.
Did we screw it up again?
Yes.
Oh no!
And I thought I corrected it, and it's still wrong.
Oh no.
You can take a point away or whatever.
We haven't read it yet, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
He's
All
gonna
right. It
keep
wasn't.
desperately trying
It
to
wasn't the
fix it.
previous question. You're fixing stuff on the fly before.
I am fixing stuff on the fly. So I think I lied about being prepared for this podcast.
They just
No, it's
keep
great.
making more towns.
I assume they're
Okay.
actively making them tonight.
I'm going to give you the choice between royalty and Europe.
Well, I mean, let's do royalty because I think if Europe is last, we'll save that for the final countdown. I guess I will make a reference to that song twice on this podcast.
All right. Ba-da-da-da-da. All right. So your royalty options are East Earl, Queen Anne, and King of Prussia.
Oh, it's between 2 again for me.
Yeah.
I'm
Go.
going East Earl, as we would say it in Louisiana, East Earl.
I'm gonna go Queen Anne just because I have to make sure I get a point ahead of him, even if I'm wrong.
Queen Anne
Jordan,
is
you
in Maryland.
did it!
Congratulations,
Yes!
Jordan.
Jordan did it.
East
What's a
Earl
King
is
of
in
Prussia? A
Lancaster
mall?
County.
Is there a
King
mall
of
in King
Prussia
of
is a census designated place that is famous for the mall. Yes.
Okay, that's I recognize that.
All right, so we're down to our final 3 categories.
Okay. Yeah.
The 2 I'm going to give you to choose from are simple nouns and Europe.
Europe. No, I have to wait for Europe for the end. Sorry.
That's
Simple
right.
nouns.
Simple nouns. Okay. Paint, plum, and cucumber.
Oh man,
Again, listener, that's paint, plum, and cucumber.
I love how they can hold a straight face because they live in PA,
Yeah.
and like we're just dying over here. Like I'm crying when I heard cucumber.
Paint, Pennsylvania. Plum, Pennsylvania. Cucumber, Pennsylvania.
So I try to go get in the mode here where I go like because you want to do the abbreviation
Paint,
and
PA.
like paint PA,
Plum,
plum
PA.
PA, cucumber PA. It feels like it's got to fit with the PA after it. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with plum, PA.
Since I laughed at it so much, I'm going cucumber.
Cucumber is in West Virginia. I love that that's a sentence I get to say out loud on this podcast.
I want to send mail to Cucumber, West Virginia.
Take
You
me
can.
home to a place I know, cucumber, West Virginia.
Crunchy veggies, Mountain Mama. Take me home.
Oh God.
Cucumber.
Cucumber Rose.
All right. So the last one we have before Europe, and I have done my due diligence on this. I did have to add 2 towns to make sure is colored things.
Okay.
And your options for colored things are as follows: Red Lion, Yellow Springs, Gold Bar, Green Spring, and Blue Ball.
Oh God, I love this state so much.
It is so good.
It's so damn good. Oh my God,
Ah.
it can't no,
I will read it again.
Yeah.
it can't be a town. It can't be. I'm like crying, man. I'm crying. Like, it can't be. It cannot be. It cannot be. Like just the possibility.
Oh my God.
Reading this one again for the benefit of the listener. The options are Red Lion, Yellow Springs, Gold Bar, Green Spring, and Blue Ball.
Yellow Springs.
It can't be. It cannot
Yellow
be.
Springs is fake.
Oh, man. It can't. It just can't. Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
Surprised you guys weren't like D's Nuts, Pennsylvania.
Both are PA.
You told us we couldn't use hills anymore.
Oh, man. I'm going Gold Bar. Okay.
Commish, you got it again.
What the fuck is
Okay,
going
no.
on here? I want to be drug tested after this.
Gold Bar is in Washington, and I had to double check because my initial fake town was Green Spring, but there's one of those. And then I was going to add Yellow Springs, and there's also one of those.
All right. Tell me about Blue Ball, Pennsylvania. Let's go.
I'm
Let's go.
pleased to
It's
inform
real.
you,
Let's go.
Blue Ball is in Lancaster County. It is in close proximity to both Intercourse and Paradise. Do with that as you will.
Man, you could have a really good trip,
You could.
or you could have a really bad trip.
You could. The Amish. Never let it be said that the Amish don't have a sense of humor.
I'm going to read real fast the trivia section for Blue Ball, Pennsylvania from Wikipedia. The town's name has a suggestive second meaning, evoking the slang term blue balls, also known as hot nuts, which refers to the refers to the sexual condition of temporary testicular and prostate fluid congestion due to prolonged and unsatisfied sexual excitement. Thanks, Wikipedia.
I'm never
Hot
gonna
nuts.
recover. I'm never gonna recover from hot nuts. Just
Hang on, I need to find out if there's a Hot Nuts, Pennsylvania. Jordan, I'm going to ask you to please read the next paragraph or the next sentence in that paragraph also.
Blue Ball is often listed among the delightfully named towns, that's in quotes, in Pennsylvania Dutch country, along with Pleasureville, Intercourse, Mountjoy, Little Tits, Fairville, Bird in Hand, Fertility, and Paradise. What the fuck are wrong with you people?
That's Amish country too.
What the fuck are wrong with you people?
Is that Amish country? Like they have no internet, so they just like name towns to make themselves laugh.
That is correct. I grew up in this area. They also they left out Laycock.
They left that out.
Also Virginville.
Yes.
Right.
But Jordan, I'm going to put something in the chat and I want you to pronounce it again.
Okay. Hold on, gotta get back to the window.
It's definitely not.
I guess this is coming off of our place names.
Oh, it's not Little Tits, is it? It's Littits?
Closer.
It's not little.
Lightits?
Oh my God, I'm dying here.
I'm gonna call it Little Tits from now on, like little Abner.
Oh my God.
You and my high school friends.
Oh
Of
my
course. The correct pronunciation is Littits.
Littits.
But the preferred alternate pronunciation is Letits. Like you're
Littits. I assume it's next to a city called Biggins.
My God.
I fucking hate all of it. God, I hate this place. Okay, fine. Give us Europe. Give us Europe.
So, listeners, you need to understand that PittGirl and I are certain we could play this game until the end of time. We had to stop writing these in because we needed to stop and record the podcast, and we've been at it for weeks.
I mean, again, if we got to do part 2 of this, we can do that. Go right ahead.
Come back to this.
We can come back to.
I haven't laughed.
All
I
right.
haven't laughed this hard in so fucking long, guys.
Oh my God. What
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
What a fucking
So-
Little Tits.
let's finish it off. Let's finish it off with Europe.
Hot
Your
nuts.
choices are
I'm sorry. Let me just add it to it.
Blue balls,
What's that?
aka hot
All right,
nuts.
all right. Hey, Jordan. You know you're gonna need to have to throw the Europe, song.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
just
that's
a riff in
God.
here
yeah.
multiple times as soon as
It
we
is-
say Europe. But-
are Berlin, Paris, London, and Cologne.
Oh,
Berlin, Paris, London, and Cologne.
Paris,
Hmm.
Pennsylvania.
We're
I'm
headed
gonna
for
I'm
Venus.
gonna imagine it's Berlin, Pennsylvania. If I had to be really honest.
Berlin. Berlin, Pennsylvania. Cologne. That
What
sounds.
was the fourth one?
Berlin, Paris, London, and Cologne.
London, PA. It feels out of place.
I was gonna say Paris feels out of place. I'm gonna go Paris is the wrong one.
It's a toss up between London and Cologne for me. Watch it be Berlin, but I'm going London. It doesn't fit the PA vibe for me personally.
Points for us. It's Cologne.
Oh, it was
Cologne.
Cologne. Oh,
If you have ever had a Snyder's of Berlin
Pretzel?
snack,
No, the pretzels are from Hanover.
Hanover.
okay.
Potato
Yeah, I
chips
was
are from
like,
Berlin, and they suck.
yes.
I
Like
have
pizza
strong
from
potato chip
Antoine's.
opinions. I am from the snack food capital of the world, and the potato chips
I-
from Snyder's of Berlin are terrible.
I will still take them over Lay's and Russell's.
Absolutely.
And Ruffles.
But,
Like
you know,
and any of the small PA chips we will take over whatever nonsense they foist upon the rest of you.
that is true, but Utz are the best ones, followed closely by hers.
I love Oots so much.
Yeah.
They're so good. 4, Commish with a commanding lead of 16. The ladies from PA with 8 and Jordan with 7.
It's the final countdown.
Well, motherfuckers, you know what it's time for? It's time for you to sit through to listen to me talk about the 1949 Rice Owls. So everyone strap the fuck in. It's story time.
Let's fucking go. Rice House. I just put on Europe in my headphones, by the way.
So this is part 5 in our series.
39 part
series of the best seasons of all time for teams who are below 500 all time. BSOATFTWAB 500 AT. I am going to have a cool graphic for this. I'm working on that map, which is going to end up looking really good.
Yes.
BSOATFTWAB 500 at.
It's like conjunction junction. Very, very nice. I love that.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
So guys, I'm going to talk about the fucking Rice Owls.
And I'm going to listen to the final countdown.
And when you think about the Rice Owls, you think about football dominance.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
We're going to have to go back a little bit for this one.
How far?
1949, which is not as far back as some of the other ones we've had to cover.
True.
But the Rice Owls have always been one of the smallest schools, school population wise, in college football. Are notoriously they're with their Rice Stadium. I say new stadium, the one they built in 1950. Basically, at some point, I don't know if that's still true, you could fit every living and dead Rice alum in that stadium and still have space to go. Rice itself is not a huge school. It's like 3,000 undergrads, maybe even smaller than that. And they have been part of the Southwest Conference forever. And they have some Southwest Conference wins and titles. We're going to talk about 1949, the year that they hit the AP poll number 5 twice. They finished 10-1, 6-0 in the Southwest Conference. And they were led by Jess Neely in his 10th season as Rice head coach. I'm going to drop a picture of Jess Neely in the Discord for y'all. He is the ultimate in like dudes from that time period.
He looks like 1920s Tron. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is when he was this is when he was playing, I believe, for
This is very much a guy being a dude. You can also tell that he's like crushing the ever living fuck out of whoever's hand he's shaking.
Seriously,
Yeah.
that is a fierce grip for a
He-
handshake.
How does-
right there.
Asserting his dominance.
Guys, how does he have a V-neck as a waistline?
You know, that's back. I was trying to buy jeans online, and it was like V waistband jeans, and I was like, what the fuck is Gen Z doing? I am too old for this shit.
when I want my paunch to be squeezed in and downwards. That's what I want. This was when he was playing at Vanderbilt. He was halfback at Middle Tennessee State for a year, then at Vandy for 3 years.
Wait. How long did he play? Where did he play at Vandy?
From 20 to 22.
Was he part of the vaunted Vandy offense?
I don't know if that was one of their like scoring a minute.
Doesn't look like it.
I want to read this as something when he was playing at Middle Tennessee. Jess Neely, a brilliant halfback and handsome man on the campus, is remembered for his popularity amongst members of the opposite sex for an incident that occurred just prior to a football game with Southern Presbyterian in Clarksville. Miles had done an exceptionally good job in mentally preparing for the game. He climaxed the pregame locker room exhortation with a soaring call for courage and deathless allegiance to dear old Normal. Neely was greatly affected by the words of his coach, for he leapt to his feet and, roaring like an angry bull, led the team to rush to the doorway opening to the field. He misjudged the extremely low entrance and received his head received the full impact of a strip of wall above the doorway. He was revived shortly before pickoff, but he never quite knew exactly where he was, frequently huddling and aligning himself with the enemy.
Folks, concussion protocol exists for a reason.
Nope. Concussions
was
weren't
that?
real.
It wasn't like concussions weren't real. It was the walk it off.
So we had so in that snippet we had rutting, climaxing, and roaring like a bull. Did I have that count correctly?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Apparently at Vandy, by the way, he received an award called the Bachelor of Ugliness, which was created in 1885 and given to the male undergraduate student considered most representative of ideal young manhood.
So it was like an opposite
Yes.
like thing. Okay.
Yes.
Hey man, hey, you're really ugly, but like he's a dashing man. I'll just say that.
As a football coach, he coached at Southwestern Tennessee, which is now, I believe, Rhodes College.
Oh.
Then he was an assistant at Alabama from 28 to 30. He was the Clemson head coach from 31 to 39. And then, y'all, he was the Rice head coach from 1940 to 1966.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
26 years. Also, by the way, Alabama baseball coach, Clemson baseball coach, and Rice baseball coach.
Nice.
Also, Clemson AD, Rice AD, and Vanderbilt AD after he stopped coaching.
Seriously, we need to bring that back. Like, I'm tired of specialization. Like, there needs to be like a coach that does all of this stuff.
Sports polymath.
That's it.
At Rice, his total record was 144, 124, and 10. And in conference, 86, 75, and 6. He led Rice to 6 bowl games, including winning the Cotton Bowl twice and the Orange Bowl once. That includes the famous Alabama Rice Cotton Bowl. He's got too much Bama in him, where the Bama player came off the bench and tackled the Rice player. And one of the only times where I've ever seen the rule put in place, because there is a rule in college football, whereas if someone does something so fucking flagrant that the ref can award a touchdown.
Wow.
And they awarded the touchdown for the Alabama player coming off the bench and tackling the Rice player, and awarded him a touchdown from the 37-yard line.
I mean, looking at the video, he may have been caught. Just
He
looking
was
at that.
caught. The angle, he
essentially.
had the angle.
Yeah, he did have the angle, but I mean, again, he could have broke the tackle. Who knows? Yeah, the too much Bama in you, and it's just like, again, was this the team the last time they played Bama?
I believe so. That's why Rice is 3-0 against Bama at all time. They should never play again.
They never play
Never
unless it's
fucking
in the
play again.
unless it's in the college football playoff.
No, even then I would deny. I would turn it down. Fuck it, even then. By the way, he died in Weslaco, Texas in 1983. I was born near Weslaco, Texas in 1984. I'm not saying that I am the incarnation of Jess Neely. I'm just saying that that's pretty fucking close.
Do you have a really strong handshake?
No, man, my handshake's really bad.
Did you win an award for being like handsome, but they called you ugly?
Half of those things are true.
How windswept would you say that you look?
I mean, you've seen my hair most of the time. I don't know that one would call it windswept. So let's talk about the 1949 season. They never had a perfect season, so I can't find that. But in this season, they only lost one out of conference game. And so that was sort of this was their big thing. They beat Clemson in their opener 33-7.
Okay.
Lost at LSU 7-14. That was a huge game.
Oh.
They came back home, beat New Mexico 55-0. And here's where the magic happened. They beat number 10 SMU at the Cotton Bowl against Doak Walker's SMU 41-27. Then they go to Austin the next week and beat number 10 Texas 17-15.
This is why Rice plays Texas.
Hold on 1 second. So I'm looking at the Wikipedia thing for the rankings and whatnot, right? So they're unranked against Clemson, unranked at LSU, unranked against New Mexico, unranked against SMU, and then they're ranked ninth. They go from unranked to ninth.
And they jump.
Oh my God.
Because they beat number 10 41-27. They absolutely took it to them. Then They beat Texas 17-15 in a nail biter in Austin. They destroyed Tech, slip past Arkansas, which was their homecoming, beat A&M, beat TCU in Fort Worth, beat number 9 Baylor, and then played in the Cotton Bowl against number 16 North Carolina and won 27-13. That's a
Jordan,
hell
can
of
you
a
scroll
season.
back up?
Yeah.
Okay, so all season, their opponents scored a grand total of 14 points in Rice Stadium.
Yes. Rice
Oof.
Stadium was an absolute, just a complete just lockdown place they had. And now I want you to be very careful, Beth, because look at it. It's not Rice Stadium.
Oh, it's Rice Field.
And I also
Sorry.
said earlier, Rice Stadium was built in 1950. This
Hmm.
team was so good that they literally all of a sudden were like, we got to push money at a brand new fucking stadium.
Oh no. Oh
And
no,
that's
Rice,
why it was
no.
built. It was built because of this team.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
No. Rice, no.
So guys, I went through some old newspaper articles. I'm not going to read them all, but I want to show you a couple of things. First off, my favorite ad I found. Okay, this is an ad that says
My
2
God.
things every college man should know. 1,
Don't do meth.
this is a physics major, always up and atom. Okay, this is from fucking 1949, and Up and Atom was there. Simpson stole this shit. Learned about falling bodies from Ellery Queen. Doesn't give a fig for Newton. Rides his cyclotron on vision trips. 2,
These goggles do nothing.
this is the Manhattan Burt. Sound investment in solid comfort shirt. Soft roll button down collar stays neat day and night. Campus favorite. Manhattan shirt.
I can't
So-
imagine wearing like a button down like collared shirt in Houston. My
yeah.
God, Jesus Christ!
So
It's
in
just sweating. Just
in
sweat.
the opener for this conference, when they were discussing like how the conference was going to go, the Rice paper said, this year the Southwest Conference chase, always a topsy-turvy affair, appears to be headed for an even more hectic season than usual. No team on any given Saturday will probably be more than a 2-touchdown favorite over its opponent. Right now, the weak sisters appear to be A&M and Arkansas. Also, something called the Literary Societies had a Coke party for new
Yeah, I
women
bet they did.
students. I don't know what a Coke party means in 1949. I assume it's what I think it is, but that Coke is absolutely not capitalized.
Did Coca-Cola still have the good stuff in it then?
No,
Not by
definitely-
49.
No, not by 49. That fun got taken out in the Roaring 20s at least.
Wasn't that when we got the Clean Food and Drug Act?
Oh my God. Now I would also like to quickly read to you a cigarette ad. Campus capers laugh and learn. This is a cartoon I'll post. Johnny helps Bill graduate to optimum organoleptic gratification. This is a professor and some kids in class. The psychological factors of doltishness manifest themselves in a variety of ways. What are they, Mr. Jackson? Humph, that is, cough, splendid, Mr. Jackson. Your brilliance merely adumbrates your condition of non-compos mentis. Say, Bill, how is it you acted so logy in class today? Are you suffering from a cold? Shucks, no. I smoked a lot last night, and this morning my pharynx felt dry, and my mouth had a crepuscular taste. Sounds the signs of cigarette hangover to me. Why not change to Philip Morris? The only leading cigarette proved definitely less irritating. Thanks for the advice, Johnny. Philip Morris sure have a milder, cleaner, fresher taste. I smoke as much as ever, but my throat feels salubrious this morning.
What?
Looks like you found the answer to your cigarette hangover. Doltishness manifests itself by failure to recognize in Philip Morris a cigarette superior in quality to all other leading brands. Quod erat demonstratum.
Okay, I've never heard the word salubrious before.
There you go. It's right there. And this cigarette
In a
ad actually
comic.
has this cigarette comic has a build your own vocabulary section. Wholesome, fresh, just like a Philip Morris cigarette.
I was trying to look up some articles for the LSU Rice game, and I went to the LSU like online library, and the only thing I could find was rice varieties from Louisiana. I couldn't, and it was public. It was published in 1949, so I thought it was, and it was just different rice varieties. It wasn't the game.
So yeah, this is the cigarette ad that also doubled as an SAT word prep.
Cool.
Salubrious is the word of the day, and I've had word of the day calendars. Come on, man.
Also, band to display new uniforms tonight. The long-suffering student organization, the Rice Band, will pridefully display their new uniforms tonight at the football game. According to Kit Reed, director of the band, this is going to be the biggest and best band that Rice has ever had. If you don't know what the Mob is, I love the Mob. I was almost a member of the Mob. Rice was almost where I went. So I was going to be one of those shitty bands no matter where I was. And the Rice Mob is great.
Oh, they were awesome. They would always travel to New Orleans
Oh,
to
yeah.
play like really bad Tulane teams, and Rice was really bad. So I got to see them in the Superdome, and they were like the highlight of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like Rice and Tulane were just both awful, and the Rice Mob was just absolutely amazing.
I want to put this picture. Jugglin' Joe comes through. There's a lot of great names. The name you'll see come up a lot is a guy by the name of Froggie Williams.
So you got Juggling Joe and Froggie Williams.
Yeah, that picture though.
This was my favorite Nirvana album.
He's jumping in the air. His face looks like.
Yeah, never mind. He was like, like after he jumped his.
There's a look on his face that says, like, I did not think this through.
Yes.
I have regrets.
I have fucked this up somehow.
Juggling Joe coming through. He probably hurt himself.
Because it's Rice, though, there were all these letters to the editors about, like, sure, we should all be excited about Rice football, but is this really academic? I want a winning football team. What student doesn't? But I also want football and other sports retrieved from the hands of professionals. At the present, the student body is kicked around by an effort to please influential spectators to fulfill contracts to make money. Why do we sit almost in the end zone when Texas A&M come to town? Why must the veteran's wife sit behind the goalposts? Why are just 400 guest tickets allocated to the student body of 1,500 at the popular price of $3.60? People have been bitching about that kind of thing a lot.
Man, if only that was Tree City.
Tree City.
Only it was Tree City.
When the second game came and LSU beat Rice, it was a huge deal. This was like, people started panicking like Rice's season was fucked. It was 14-7. They were like, this is awful. This is it. Much to our disappointment, the favored feathered flock got their wings clipped and clawed by the Bengal Tigers from the land of the swamps and bayous to the tune of 26-13. I was wrong on the score, sorry. My favorite here is this. What happened to the Rice Ball Club is the question on everybody's lips. We were supposed to win by 20 or 30 points according to local prognosticators and any other fools who take it upon themselves to predict the outcome of the football game. But predicting the outcome of the football game is analogous to predicting Texas weather, if the Texas Chamber of Commerce will excuse me. The writer's not trying to make excuses or abilities for the Rice Ball Club, as they need none, but the game last Saturday is a perfect example of a victory obtained by a club that just wanted to win most. Basically, they're bitching that the Rice fans weren't showing up, and the student body was being lame about this. How can any football team ever get in a proper frame of mind to represent a school in a game if the students they are in school with, their own classmates, are constantly causing an uproar and unrest among the entire student body? We must get behind our boys 100%. Lots of blame going around. But
I would like to take one moment while we're talking about Rice student tickets and Rice students to point out that Rice student tickets have deflated in cost since this year.
They're cheaper than 360.
They are free.
What? I mean, when I was at school at ULM in the early 2000s, basically you had a student ID and you would just swipe and go into the game.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was it. So now they're like that for Rice.
Yep. Rice football ticket information. All current active full-time Rice students will receive free admission to all home events. To enter, simply show your valid Rice student ID at the gate.
So after that game, lots of blame to go around. But then a big win over number 10 SMU at the Cotton Bowl in front of a crowd of 72,000 people. Rice was 14-0 down and came back to win 41-27. An absolute just great win. And then the game of the season, Rice goes to Austin, beats number 10 Texas. They were down 15-0. And then at the last minute, and guys, I love this fucking graphic. You can call it a graphic. Someone just drew a dotted line at a ball because they couldn't take the actual picture, I assume. But in the last second, Froggie Williams
Froggie.
kicked the ball to snatch victory from the Longhorns. So apparently there used to be a tradition where the Monday after the first Southwest Conference game, the Rice administration would lock all the gates to campus. And so this didn't happen. They thought this had gone away during the war because they didn't do it after the SMU game. But Sunday afternoon, several exuberant dorm students decided it was high time to reinstate the old custom, so they began to plan for it. The aid of every red-blooded dormitory student was enlisted, and after dark scavenger teams were sent out to secure the chains, padlocks, wires, and other implements necessary for locking the gates. Having decided at 4:30 a.m. was the best time to commence locking the gates, everyone went to bed with an alarm clock set for that hour. So basically, they all got up, they had freshmen guarding them, and basically locked all the gates. They had at least 6 pep rallies that I can count. They canceled school for 2 days after the Texas win. Someone stole a beat the hell out of Rice thing, but they censored the word hell.
They stole that from A&M?
No, this is from Texas. Apparently also used to use the beat the hell out of moniker as well.
Really? Okay. Not rivals. Not similar at all.
Locked gates couldn't keep out the joyous Riceites Monday when they discovered Dr. Houston had made the holiday official and it was safe to come in. Shown here is the first pep rally in front of the library. The banner was stolen from the university by an aggressive freshman. The cheerleaders are up on the balcony with members of the football team. This was the first of 6 pep rallies that were staged the Monday on campus, as well as the Shamrock and the University of Houston in honor of the Rice football team and their last-minute victory over the Longhorns. Even University of Houston was in on this.
This means more.
It just means more. There, another great line from the article. There weren't many dry eyes after Froggie Williams kicked his last-second field goal to make game history.
Have they retired Froggie Williams' number?
God, I hope so.
Is he in like the Rice Hall of Fame?
Let me see. He had actually a career. Froggie Williams, James Froggie Williams, was Rice's all-time leading scorer with 156 career points, including 75 extra points. Mind you, he played the position of end. Okay.
Yeah.
He was Rice's leading scorer. He was 6'2" and weighed 197. Apparently, in that Cotton Bowl Classic in 1950 that Rice won over North Carolina 27-13, the Owls beat North Carolina and Hall of Fame back Charlie Choo Choo Justice. They're also
God, I love these nicknames.
Just perfect.
God.
Froggie Williams eventually became an oil rig person. Went into the Houston oil energy market.
He was entered in the Texas Sports Hall of Fame in 1985. And I think you mentioned earlier, right? The only field goal that he ever made was to beat Texas.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just like, I'm just looking at his wiki page.
It's great.
It's awesome. Like there's like later years, he took a position with an oil field service company. He wrote and spoke extensively about Rice football many years after his graduation.
Froggie fucking Williams, guys. And like I said, because the season was so good, Rice was like, we got to build a fucking new stadium, guys. This thing is not going to work anymore. And so they built Rice Stadium, which still exists to this day, which was giant at the time, hosted Super Bowls, hosted a president, all this stuff. So why does Rice build a stadium? Because they beat Texas.
So can we say that it's the house that Froggie built?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. And the last thing I want to say about not this team, but something I found from the 1949 Rice newspaper was a complaint that Santa Clauses were already showing up at department stores in Houston on November 15th. When will it end? When will they start in August, or will they work all the way around to January? The only bright hope is that they will become hopelessly confused if they try to start them more than 1 year ahead. Kids wouldn't know which end is up if they enter a store and see a different number of Santas wearing tags marked Santa 1949, Santa 1950, Santa 1951. Let's all get behind Santa and fight.
That way he can't see you and he won't give you coal.
Exactly. So 1949, Rice Owls, you won the Southwest Conference. You won the Cotton Bowl. You reached heights that will never exist again for your program, I'm pretty sure.
You were so good that they decided to build a stadium because they thought these times would never end.
And to tell you how much they rushed that stadium, by the way, they had been planning to build a new one, but it broke ground February 1950. The Cotton Bowl win was on January 2nd, 1950. They had
Wow.
the stadium ready by September 30th, 1950.
And it's still standing?
Mostly.
Well, we've talked about that. Mostly,
Yeah.
mostly it is still standing, yes.
Well, it hasn't I know part of it is uninhabitable. Has it actually fallen down?
No, it has not fallen
Okay.
down.
I mean, technically, neither has Legion Field. Technically, neither did the Diaper Bridge in Pittsburgh. But, like, yeah.
I mean, the diaper bridge did fall down at a certain point.
That was the
did.
point, though. They put the diaper on it to stop it from falling
Well,
falling off.
and then it was imploded, and sadly, there is no more Diaper Bridge. But, you know.
My favorite part was Tiny Bridge, whose job it was to catch the things that the diaper on Diaper Bridge could not catch.
Was that a town in Pennsylvania, Diaper Bridge?
Diaper Bridge.
I bet it was.
Somebody look it up.
Googling Diaper Bridge.
I have not done my due diligence on Diaper Bridge. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, Diaper Bridge is not a town in Pennsylvania, but it should be.
Hang on,
Not
I need
yet.
to go incorporate a new town.
If you
Yeah,
Google
me-
it, there are pictures of the former Diaper Bridge. So
Oh yeah, I'm throwing one in the Discord right now. There you go. Note Tiny Bridge, whose only job it is to catch parts of Diaper Bridge.
This Discord is going to be so confusing for the rest of the committee, folks.
Love it.
I want you to know too that bridge diaper was on there for like more than a decade.
So I'm gonna drop two things. This is original Rice Stadium. That's Rice Field, and then the new stadium is where it's marked there. I'm gonna show you a picture of the new stadium on opening day.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
The parking was so organized.
right.
My God.
Really good at parking.
Like, for
Really good
real.
at parking.
oh.
Like, I mean, you don't really see that nowadays, but that is some uniform parking.
And then I'm gonna show you guys a picture of Rice Stadium in 2023.
Even the buses are immaculately parked.
Seriously, like, this is like absolutely beautiful. And then now,
There we go.
oh,
So as
Oh,
you can
boy.
tell,
Oh no.
it's had some rough years, y'all.
I need
like
some
the tarps.
TLC.
Those are some good tarps.
They are
They
some good
are.
tarps. The Rice University like shield is one
Very
of my
nice.
absolute favorites.
It
Is-
feels very much like Harvard is a staff sergeant.
Yes. Okay, you know what? That's probably
It
the best
reminds me a
description.
little bit of Penn's shield. Also, it's the
Yeah, a little bit.
chevrons.
I just fucking love those owls, guys.
Hoot hoot.
I just love those fucking owls.
Oh, those owls
Hey.
have seen some shit.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this right now. Bevel that.
Oh, I am actually going to. Oh, is that Penn's shield?
That's Penn. Yes.
Yeah.
I have it on I have it on several umbrellas.
What is
I like the weird
Legis
fish thing.
Venesin Morbis? Something without death? Truth without law without death is Morbis Vene.
Laws without morals
mor-
are useless.
There we go. I just hard disagree on that, but whatever. They know they fucking have Wharton Business School there, right?
Listen, they're also trying to teach a fish to read on this shield. So
It's true.
Evidently, the fish is supposed to be a dolphin.
This is House Tully as shit.
it is.
Okay, well, we've gone super long. I'm going to trim out a lot of this. This has been fucking great, guys. Thank you guys so much for the trivia. Thank you for listening to me talk about the 49 Rice Owls. It's always a
Owls.
pleasure.
Woo-hoo.
We will see you guys on the other side of the Sweet 16 and Elite 8,
Oh, yeah.
along with other basketball things on Sunday. Everyone have a good night and hoot hoot.
Hoot, hoot. It was a hoot, you guys. I had a blue ball.